in the 1980s. There were groups of teenagers who would go to areas that they knew to be gay hookup spots just to look for gay men to kill. The way it worked was that men looking for dates would go to the top of the cliff and they'd take off all their clothes and leave them in a pile on the ground. And then other men would walk along the path, and if someone saw some clothes, he would know that a potential partner was nearby. Those violent gangs would go to these isolated spots as well. They'd find gay men, they'd murder the gay men by throwing them off the cliffs. When he learned all of this, Steve pushed hard for the police to reopen their files and reclassify Scott's death as a homicide. It was enough for the Australian government to agree to have an inquest. And after reviewing all of the evidence, they still believed that Scott had killed himself. Steve spent more money, gathered more information, and wrote to more politicians. The Australian government agreed to do a second inquest. They still refused to admit that Scott had been murdered.